What's happening, family and friends? This is JU. Today I'd like to share with you how I raise my red worms. As you know, I've been drifting live bait for striper for probably this is my second season now. And during that time, I have not had to buy a red worm. I learned this trick from, of course, Sifu Zui, gave me some ideas, and I've created a very, very small little worm farm, if you would say, I'm going to share with you how I do it, okay? Follow along. All right, family and friend, I'm going to show you, this is how I started. This is my very first one. And from this one right here, I've created 3 more. There's one right there. Okay, and let's go see the other 2. Okay, here's the other one right here. And there's one more on this side. And this is my 4th one. So today I'm going to do my 5th one. Going to show you guys how I do it. If you notice, it is in a planter. If you zoom out a little bit and you'll see it's in a planter. So when I'm doing this, not only do I get a red worm with it, but I also get like a fertilizer for my planters. So let's go back and I'll show you how it's all begin. All right, family, let's see now. I'm going to open this up and show you the inside here. There's actually, this is the very first one I started with. You notice here, there's some banana peels here that I'm feeding with. And so there've been a bunch of babies in here. See, look at that. See that nightcrawler already? Look at this nightcrawler back here, guys. Look at that. See that? So I'm going to start it again. Okay? I'm going to start another nightcrawler bin with that. What's the advantage of this? It's small. They can't run around, right? I can always grab some. Okay, you notice in here? So all of the one I start right now has that. I don't know if it's kind of dark. You can't see it really, but now see, look at that. Look at the nightcrawler right there. Can you see that? Look at all that. See that? So now I use these for bait. Okay? So I'm going to start another one, show you guys. Look at this. How easy it is. Boom. Look at all this bait right here, guys. Look at all this bait right here. And I don't have to dig very deep to get them. So let's start one. Let's start one now. I'm going to show you guys. All right, family. Really simple tools to begin with. So let's look at the tools right here. This right here is an electric drill. That bit right there is just a 1/8 drill bit, okay? 1/8 drill bit, and all you need is just some empty, unused jar. So in this case, it's just my M&M peanuts, okay? And then you need a pile of, garbage that you've been saving up, right? So in this case, I got some leftover coffee ground and my banana peel, and sometimes I'll throw some fish guts in there. Whatever you got, it's fine too. Number 1 is you need to drill some holes through this baby. I like to drill like maybe 3 holes on top like so. Now, mine has been for over 2 seasons now. It works, so I know this system really works. But drill as many holes as you want. I'm just going to drill a couple on the bottom here. And then I'm going to drill some on the sides over here. Okay, I think that's enough. So I'm going to start out by putting this little thing that I've been saving here. Throw some of this vegetable back in here. Some, as you can see here, this is a coffee ground. Throw some in here. Now I think the very first one I throw like a big old striper head in there. But whatever you want to fit in here is fine. Just to start them up. This is plenty for me, I think. Put some in here. This is coffee grind here. All right. Now we're going to go back to that very original bin that I make to get some nightcrawler to seed them up again. So we throw some, go ahead and get some nightcrawler and throw them back. A red woman throw me here. So let's go. All right, family, like I said, this is the very first bin that's created. That's three. Now I'm gonna make some more and create some more. So I'm gonna grab a couple of nightcrawler from here and throw them in here. Now you can see there's one already right there. See that nightcrawler right there? Okay, so I'm gonna take a couple more. There's a lot of them in here. I'm gonna take. Oh, there you go. See a whole bunch of them down here. You can see right here. Throw some in here. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Gonna start a red nightcrawler bin right here. And, oh wow, look at that. Look at this, guys. I think that's all I probably need to start out, and they will breed their own, and I just create like tons of them. Hey, look at this. You see that? So they will start to breed. And Neil, I'll just close this up, and look at that. Look at the baby one right here, guys. They're starting to create a baby one already. Let me see if I can bring it. Look at this. See a little baby one already? See? So it's just kind of like a self-sustaining. I haven't have to buy any red nightcrawler for a while because they just keep on breeding. All right? And I keep this so the other critters can get into it. I'm almost done. That's pretty much it. See some nightcrawler in there? That's all I need, guys. I'm going to fill this up with even some of this dirt here if I wanted to. I fill them up all the way up to about here. All right? But follow me along. Follow me. Okay, look at all this good. I feed them first right here. So now I'm going to put some garden soil in here and fill them up. There you go. Fill them up. I like to fill them up. There you go. Fill them up. Fill them up. Go. And this is pretty much it. All right, let's go. All right, so now all we need to do is to dig a hole in this planter right here and put that down, and we're set. That's pretty much it. Just dig a hole right here. Put this planter down. Oh, look at this. I'm digging up. There's some nightcrawlers here too. I can put this guy in. Oh, this. Look at this. I'll put some in here. Look at this, guys. Can you guys see that? These nightcrawlers here? Why not throw them in there? All right, but I'm going to dig a hole right here.
Yeah. I was digging in my worm bed getting bait for the river, and I had this thought. If all creation gives glory to God, what about the lowly thing?
I'm getting all kinds of nightcrawlers. I'm doing this. Throw this guy in there. Okay.
Pretty cool. Okay.
That's it, babe. Let's see. Right here. So as you see there, I try to keep those little bin kind of moist. So that means like, maybe twice a week or 3 times a week, I try to water or check on it, at least make sure that it's not dried out. So far, it's been hot here in Sacramento, and still those nightcrawler lives because they're kind of like underneath my, in my planter, underneath the plant is covering it. And I make sure like, once or twice a week or 3 times a week, I water. When I water my plant, I make sure I water those small little container. And so far, the nightcrawler has been really, really thriving. What's advantage to this versus a big 5-gallon is with a 5-gallon sometimes when it's hot they go way deep down and you can't get to it. With this it's so shallow, if I wanted to I can just pull the whole thing up and get some nightcrawler out of there. I hope you enjoy that. Now you can save some money by not having to buy any red worms, right? Alright, as always, a lot of good fishing video out there. Thank you so much for coming to check out my channel. Till next time, peace out. Woo! Bam!